You've started a business, and in the back of your mind, you know that you should make this business legal and officially register it as an LLC or as an S Corp or as a corporation or as a not-for-profit corporation or whatever. But things are moving along pretty nicely, and you're thinking to yourself, well, I'm sure this can wait. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, after all, you're dabbling, you're making a little bit of money, things are going pretty good. You're thinking, I'm sure it can wait. Well, hold up, my love. They don't love you like I love you. Can it? Well, today I am going to give you all the tea on why you need to officially register this business and when you need to do it. So, let's get to work.
Entrepreneur, I got what you need.
First, I think we need to talk about why you need to register and make this business official and legal. Reason number one, because if you don't make it official and make it legal, you are exposing yourself to so much liability. Yes, I said liability. And you might be thinking, how am I exposing myself to liability just because I started a business and I don't make it legal? Well, the primary reason why you want to register your business, or one of the primary reasons aside from it being the law, is that when you register an LLC, to oversee your business transactions and what you're doing professionally, it automatically shields you from a liability perspective, thus the name limited liability company. When you are doing business under an unregistered business name, any services or products or anything like that that you deliver, you become personally liable for. So if you decide to do something, or if something happens and a customer or a client decides to sue you, or a vendor or some type of place decides to sue you, and you don't have your business legally registered and you don't have it actually legal, then you are personally liable for that lawsuit. That is one of the biggest reasons why businesses are able to, for instance, file bankruptcy and it not affect personal assets, because they have liability protection. If you are delivering products or services, especially to an outside person, you never know when someone may not be happy with what they've received, or someone may have an allergic reaction to something that they've had done, or someone may misconceive or misperceive what it is that you've promised them. And if they decide to sue you, and you know we live in a very litigious society around here, if they decide to sue you, they are going to be coming after your personal assets. That means your bank accounts, your car, your house, anything that you own that they can take, and you don't want that to happen. So a big number one reason why you need to make it legal and why you need to register this business and why you need to stop doing business, delivering services and delivering products under a false, not registered business is because you are leaving yourself personally open to all kinds of lawsuits, tapping into your all kinds of personal assets and money, honey. Now, the number two reason why you want to make sure that you make your business legit and legal and officially register it is because if you don't, you can't get business credit. Yes. You heard me. I get tons and tons and tons of questions all the time about getting business loans, getting capital, getting business financing, and getting business credit. And I'm here to tell you that all of those questions that you have are the basis of those is, are you officially a business? You cannot get business credit if you don't technically have a business. I don't care if you are out there delivering products and delivering services and doing stuff for folks. If you don't legally have a business entity registered with your state, then you cannot get business credit.
This is business.
Hey. It's the number one rule. They're going to be looking for a legit business. And if you just wait, let's just say you've decided, well, I'm going to do business for a while, maybe 6 months or maybe a year, and then I'll figure out when the best time for me to register is. Because one of the biggest misconceptions that I hear is people think that they have to be doing business for a certain amount of time before they can register it, or it just doesn't make sense to go ahead and go through the process of registering your business early when you don't even know if your business is going to work, because you are delaying your ability to get business credit at all. The clock officially starts when your business is officially registered. So if you are running your business for a year or 2 years or 3 years before you officially register it, all of that activity, all of that blood, sweat, and tears, all of that whatever it is that you are building goes by the wayside because the clock starts over as soon as you register. So I don't understand why. And you may be thinking, okay, CP, I don't need big business loans. I don't have the kind of business where I might need to go out and get loans and all that kind of stuff or lines of credit. But trust me, every single type of business eventually will want to take advantage of and will potentially need business credit, especially as you continue to grow, when you begin to add staff, and you begin to need to provide things for other people in your organization. So whether you know right now you're going to need business credit or not, it takes time to build it even when you are legit. So the longer you wait to make it legit, the longer it's going to take to get credit. Now, another reason why you want to go ahead and make your business legal and officially register it is because you will lose the business name that you want. I know that this is the case. I have gotten so many emails, questions, and comments from people telling me and asking me what they should do because they chose a business name, they set up a business website, they began advertising with business cards and letterhead and all kinds of marketing materials what their business name was, but they waited to make it official. They waited to legally register it. And by the time they decided to go onto their state website and actually register that business, the business name was gone.
Oh, hell no!
And then I get the question, well, what am I supposed to do? Someone took my name. How do I get my name back? Well, my question to you and my answer to you is, did you really think that you were going to be able to keep a name that wasn't really yours?
I'm yours.
Just because you went out and bought the domain and you began creating marketing materials around a certain business name doesn't make it yours. You know what does make it yours? Make it official. Officially register it. Officially claim that name. Otherwise, you 100% run the risk of somebody coming in, swooping up that name, and keeping it for themselves. By the way, since we're on the topic of swooping in, although that's probably a bad little reference there, please take a moment to like this video for me. It helps the algorithm. A lot of you tell me, I can't believe you don't have more subscribers. And the algorithm really dictates that. So please like this, smash that like button. And while you're down there, go ahead and subscribe and make sure you share this information with other entrepreneurs because I am giving you the skinny and the tips every single Tuesday and I wouldn't want you to miss a thing. Now, let's get into my next reason number 4 as to why you need to make this business legit and official. Now, reason number 4 why you need to make this business official is because you are just putting yourself and setting yourself up to lose tons of opportunities and to damage your reputation. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. You guys know what I'm talking about when I think about that, right?
Let me show you something. Let me tell you something. Let me show you something.
Let me tell you something. Right, I love that. I'm just showing my age. But anyway, one of the biggest things that you're doing as you're building a business is building a reputation. Your brand, your reputation, your credibility is extremely critical to your overall success. I mean, if you don't have a good reputation, no one's going to buy from you. No one's going to use you. No one's going to refer other customers to you. And the biggest problem that I see businesses have when they end up starting and then failing is because they just don't have enough revenue, which equals they just don't have enough customers, which equals they just don't have enough traffic. And one of the biggest things that will drive traffic into your business is your reputation. I mean, after all, you absolutely 100% have a rep to protect, don't you?
Remember, I got a rep to protect, okay, Shakespeare?
You remember Grease, right? You remember that. That's one of my favorite musicals, y'all. I am a musical junkie. But anyway, let me get back to it. You're going to affect your reputation because it is very simple for someone to hear your business name and to begin to think to themselves, you know, I've never really heard of this person. I like them, but let me look them up to see if they're legit. Then they're going to go to the state website, or they're going to go to Google, and they are going to Google who you have told them that you are. And just because you told them that, if they don't see any evidence and they go onto the state website and they look you up and they see that you are not legit, your credibility, that work, that effort, and that reputation that you were working so hard to build goes down the shitter. Trust me. So don't risk your reputation by putting yourself out there as a legit business owner only for somebody that's you're trying to turn into a customer to find out that you are not legit. Also, you will lose so many opportunities, because the bottom line is most businesses cannot pay you. Most people will not pay you if you are not a business. No one is comfortable sending their money for a product or a service that they believe to be a credible product or service to an individual, right? They want to give it to someone who has a business, who is legit, who they can go back to for refunds or customer service problems or issues. And they want to ultimately know that you have a legit business. And so because you don't, you will definitely lose opportunities, especially larger ones. I can tell you a lot of folks that during the pandemic lost the huge opportunity of being able to get some assistance for their business because they weren't even legit. In their mind, they thought, I'm a business. I've been functioning like a business for the past handful of years. But what happens in your mind don't make it real, right? What makes it real is officially registering your business, officially making it legal. And I'm not really sure if you would want to risk the opportunities and the reputation for something so minor. I mean, it is not that big a deal. Register your business. Depending upon your state, it may cost you a couple $100s. But how would you feel if you lose a $20,000 or $200,000 opportunity all because you didn't want to take the time to spend a couple $100s? That makes you a little, I don't know, what's politically correct? Special? I think. And reason number 5, why you want to make sure your business is legit and officially register it, is because they can shut you down. What am I talking about? How can they shut you down? Think of it this way. In essence, if you are telling people that you have a business and you are selling goods or services or products and services to an individual with them thinking that you are legitimately a business, even if you haven't officially registered it and made it legal, you are in essence perpetrating a fraud. Yes, I went way back with that one, y'all. You know who that is? Look, if you know who that was in that little song clip that I just gave you, put it down in the comments below. I want to see how many of y'all on my same hip hop R&B page. But I digress. Yes, you are perpetrating a fraud, and fraudulent activity can get you shut down. Now, you might be thinking, how will they even find me? How would they even know? Trust me, they can find you. It takes one call to a Better Business Bureau, one call to a state, one call to an authority for them to begin to do the research that they need to do in order to find out what your status truly is.
I'm only one call away.
And as soon as they find out that you've been telling the public and selling services and goods under the concept or the misconception that you are a legitimate business, it can be perceived as fraud. You can not only face legal consequences, but they can come in and shut that business down and require you to pay back to anyone and everyone that you have already sold stuff to, the money back to those folks. In essence, shutting you down. And then on top of that, you won't even be able to get started again because your reputation is gone. The people done got their money back. They thought you done lied to them. You ain't got no credibility. The state done came after you. I mean, seriously, do you want all of those headaches all for the simple fact that you are avoiding making your business legit and making it official? Do you? I don't think you do. I don't think you do. Let's talk about when you should register. I get the question all the time. CP, when is it necessary for me to actually register my business? Let let me think about this. I just talked about 5 good reasons why you need to register. And all of those reasons sounded pretty urgent to me. Honestly, if you haven't already figured out, based upon everything that I just said to you, boo.
So we do it, do it, do it. You like it what I do?
You heard Chloe and Haley? Do it. Do it now. Do it yesterday. In all honesty, as soon as you have done the necessary research to figure out exactly what you want your business model to be, exactly what your mindset is, exactly what your products and services are, what the perfect name is, you've done all of your research to make sure that your name is available everywhere, which is a whole separate video that I will go ahead and link to right here, because we just talked about how to make sure you got the perfect business name, right? Well, this is how you do it. But after you've done all of that, register it. It should really be done before you start to actually exchange money for goods or services. So the answer is immediately. Now, don't freak out if you haven't already done it and no one has really figured it out yet. You still have time. I actually walk you through all of the differences in the types of businesses that you can register with: LLC, S Corp, C Corp, with an amazing interview with my attorney and my accountant, so they can walk you through being able to make that decision. And along with that comes an amazing worksheet that breaks down all the differences of all the different types of businesses, because I want to make sure you have what you need in order to really stop watching YouTube and go and take care of your business and get your business registered, because you can absolutely do it yourself, or you can ultimately get a service to do it for you. But the bottom line here is you need to get your business registered. You need to do it immediately. Don't wait. Don't sit on it. Don't start taking people's money and selling them stuff unless you have an officially legit business. All right? Do it now. Promise. It's worth it.
Do it! Just do it!
So look, if you don't know by this conversation why you need to officially register your business and when you need to do it, I don't know when you're gonna know. I don't know when you're gonna know, because if you don't know based on what I just said, it sounds to me like you're just looking for some excuses. And that is a whole different evaluation that you need to make for yourself, right? Get your mind together, figure out what your blockages are, figure out why you're so scared, you know, all that kind of good stuff. But hopefully you found today's episode helpful for you. And hopefully you learned something new about the risks that you are subjecting yourself to if you decide not to officially register your business, because there are some pretty big risks. And until next time, my loves, I will see you soon. Can't wait to do it. Talk to you next Tuesday. Bye-bye. Mwah!